Hey guys, Paul Ski here, back with another video. So today we're going to talk about how to stretch out the lower back, and the muscles we're primarily dealing with are Quadratus Lumborum, a little bit of the erector spinae group around the lumbar region, and you might even find you start stretching out a little bit of those lateral hip muscles, so the posterior gluteus medius a little bit, some of those other muscles, but the primary one we're concerned with today is the QL, that Quadratus Lumborum. So this is a really good one that you can do if you've been sitting a long time, you've been at your desk, or you've been driving, you've been in a lot of that hip flexion and staying there, and your sort of back muscles start to get quite tight. So all we need for this one is a chair. It can be any sort of chair, it can be a stool, it can have wheels, it doesn't really matter. All that's required is it's low enough for you to sort of sit into, and is pretty much hip flex state around about 90 degrees. So to set up, we're just going to shuffle forward to the edge of the chair, so my butt is firmly supported on the edge of the chair, and my thighs are sort of about 90 degrees wide. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the outside of my right arm, and I'm going to push it into my right inner thigh. That's going to give me a whole bunch of leverage. I can actually exert quite a bit of leverage in this position. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play a little bit with the placement of my upper arm on my inside thigh, which allows me to adjust the angle of my torso relative to my hips. So I'm going to try and find the spot that's giving me a good stretch. I'm also going to rotate a little bit away. So once I've pushed with my arm, and I'm leaning back, I'm getting a bit of a stretch, and then after I've got that stretch, I'm going to rotate that shoulder, the opposite shoulder, a little bit away, and you should feel a really nice stretch through that lower back. It's really going to start opening things up. If you don't quite feel it, just maybe play around, move your arm up and down your inner thigh, experiment with that torso angle, how far forward or back you're kind of leaning, and also don't forget to rotate that shoulder away. So I'm feeling a really nice stretch there through my lower back, my QL. And I can do the other side to change sides. Back of the left arm to the inner left thigh. And sort of try and find that angle. I think it's about there. I'm going to push, leaning back, rotating away. Just trying to find the right place to feel that stretch. So I'm feeling this on the opposite side. So if I'm pushing on the left, I'm really feeling that stretch through the right lower back. If I'm on the right, rotating away a little bit, really starting to feel that stretch through the left hand side. So in terms of how long you want to hold these stretches, I don't really believe in counting seconds. The body doesn't really know anything about seconds. That's an artificial construct that humans have superimposed onto our bodies over time. Our bodies know about breaths and heartbeats. They don't know about minutes and seconds and days. Your body doesn't know it's Tuesday. Your body knows it has a heartbeat and that you're breathing. Hopefully you're breathing. So what we're going to do for our first, call it a rep, I'm going to push into that inside thigh, and as I do, I'm going to breathe in. And breathe out. I'm just relaxing. And as I breathe in again, I'm going to push. One more breath. And you should feel like you can go a little bit further each time. Then I'm going to push one more time. Rotate away, leaning back. That left side's really opening up now as I breathe in. And the last one, just want you to feel a nice stretch through there, but it shouldn't feel too tight. And I just want you to hold that position for a few breaths. Maybe half a minute, but it's more about how many breaths. Maybe do a good few breaths. And listen to your body. We're always listening to our body. You really want to feel that muscle being lengthened and staying lengthened without too much force being pushed through this inner thigh. This is going to encourage the lower back to stay nice and open. So do a good few breaths there. And obviously do the same on the other side. You might find that you have to use a different angle on the other side. That's okay. Really, we're listening to our body, we're feeling into our body. I'm just trying to see where the tightness is, and once I found it, I'm going to push into that inner thigh. I'm going to lean back and rotate away. Breathe in. Breathe out and relax. So do another couple sets of those, and then the last one, we're going to do a longer hold for maybe 4 breaths. But it's really about when you feel that stretch has really lengthened out the back and taken hold. So there we go, guys. That's a QL stretch, seated QL stretch. It's one of the best ones you can do for opening up your lower back. You can do it anywhere. I encourage you to do this every now and then throughout the day at your desk, and you're going to find that your lower back really thanks you for it.